swimming the forbidden zone. They were captured by the shrewdness of apes. But what the hell is the shrewdness of apes? And why is Taylor wearing a man frock and singing City looks like Fraggle Rock? Did the Chambers, did the Innsmouth, Mr. Spot? These are just the facts we try not to mock on. The minute of the apes. 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 Yeah!
Welcome to the Minute of the Apes, the podcast where we break down every damn dirty minute of Planet of the Apes movies. I'm your host, Richard, and joining me as always are my co-hosts, Todd and Sean.
Hello.
Hello.
And we are working through minute 62, which starts off with the continued deluge of water from the water hose. Let's get soaking wet! And concludes with Taylor and Nova in separate cells, with Taylor kind of explaining to her, there were lots of women love making, but no love for me. Sean, what's our count right now?
We're at 2 living humans, 2 confirmed dead, Dodge and Stewart, a shrewdness of apes, and a gaggle of humanoids. I mean, that just could not be more creepy.
I was about to say, can we add him to the Harvey Weinstein movement of like ookiness? That is just wrong.
Well,
I don't
okay.
care what era you're in. That's wrong.
Let's start at
there.
let's start at the top of the minute, right? The top of
Yes.
the minute 62, and kind of work our way down to where we get into just
The
real creepy.
The creepy, but I will say even before we get there, finally defines a lot of questions that we've had about.
It
Taylor
does.
And why he
oh,
is,
does.
who he is.
now I get what's going on.
Why he's such an asshole.
It does.
So they take Nova away. They take her out of the cage. That's where we were the last minutes. Is we had Julius blasting, and they're taking her away from
Hey,
him.
before we get to that, I want to know why they don't deploy the fire hose technology on the streets, because it's much better than rope, whip, and net technology, because it actually does something.
I think the roads were made of dirt.
Yeah, they don't want muddy. Apes are very fastidious. They don't want.
While they're throwing the poop at each other, they then
Oh, don't you get
exfoliate
any
under
dirt
their
under my nails.
girl.
They all have bidets in their house.
So why do they take Nova
Gorilla?
away? Is this an overt punishment for Taylor? Is that what they're doing?
But why did they put her back in the cage with him to begin with?
Why did they give her back?
Yeah.
So
escaping.
I can't talk about future minutes. So the hose comes in. The 2 guards kind of pull Nova away. The hose, Julius is spraying the hose on a Taylor to kind of keep him back. Nova is moved into the cell next to him, and we get a little bit of an exchange between Taylor and Julius, with Taylor saying, "Take your hands off her," right? And he says, like, damn you, you hairy scum. And Julius just kind of laughs. It was kind of like a, I mean, it was kind of like a devious laughter. It was
Well,
it was
we've already
joy.
established that Julius is very much a little child. That he giggles at
Yeah, that
sexuality.
people
He giggles at
suffering,
moments in this. Yeah.
But he was. It was just kind of like he's having a little bit of fun with it.
And I like the fact that as soon as Taylor can talk, every other word out of his mouth is damn, damn, damn it, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape, damn. I can talk now, damn.
Well, that's why Charlton Heston didn't have a TV career.
No.
They have to bleep him out all the
Oh,
time.
damn.
Well, yeah, especially if that was never in the shooting script, he did interject his favorite word. I mean, I have my favorite word, and every time I drop my favorite word, it gets a monkey bleep. But
Oreos?
Charlton Heston, huh?
Oreos?
Oreos. But apparently, damn was his favorite word.
I mean, in the script that I've read so far that I have in front of me, damn is not in here anywhere.
Well, okay, so in 1968, you're already looking at the fact this is a movie that, in a lot of the early notes, that they had toyed with the idea of the savage women being bare-chested. And 20th Century
In this
Fox.
movie?
Yes.
Oh.
I actually saw that note that they had toyed with putting the women bare-chested, but immediately 20th Century Fox said, we'll never get past the censors with that. You can't do it.
But that would have also,
Oh.
if they had done that, that would have made more sense with Heston wearing clothing, like a...
Why? Because his boobs were bigger?
Well, just because it's showing he's doing more modesty than these people that are just wearing loincloth or something.
Because
That
he,
would make more
he
sense.
understood a modesty that is thrust upon us on our... Oh, there's my
in
thrusting
our
again.
society, yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't have a modesty because they're wild humanoids. We don't know what their society is.
Which again, the weird thing is, I saw some video about this not too long ago. Was that the covering of breast didn't begin until the 1600s, 1700s, something like this. That before that was very normal. So you're right. We evolved to that. We began to learn to do that. This would make sense that they wouldn't see it that way.
Yeah.
That was just a body.
Yeah.
But
So do the apes clothe them?
Well, no, because they do it in the wild, and they're hunting them down in the wild. So I'm assuming that they feel the need to cover
genitalia at some point. Essentially, is what it is. But my whole point to that being not to get off on clothing talk, but if the film was, we can't allow for the bare-breasted women. We also can't allow for any cussing beyond the word "damn."
Damn.
I see.
Is "damn" so shocking in 1968 that it's enough? Oh my God, he keeps saying "damn." Is it almost like an F-bomb now? It's almost like you went to a Paul Thomas Anderson film where it's F-bomb, F-bomb,
Well,
F-bomb.
did you say the movie was a G-rated film?
Yeah, we looked that up. Yeah, so
I can't imagine them allowing the damn to get dropped in that many times.
I wish I could. I'm trying to think. You didn't get the forefront of American filmmakers like Scorsese and them until the 70s, when you truly saw De Niro coming on dropping F-bombs all the time. So
Right.
you hadn't gotten to that era. So I think cussing was still pretty out there, but at least damn. If you're going to pick a cuss word, damn is pretty much the gold standard for safe cuss words.
yes.
Anyway, not to get off on that. There's a great shot of Julius spraying the hose. There's so many times that I know I've been ugly about the flat nature of their shots. But there's a great shot of him, and I don't expect this to go any other way than just acknowledging it, that Julius is spraying the hose, and it's framed so that we can see over his shoulder, and we can see that they're taking Nova away.
Right.
That is just this great continuation, and it's a beautiful edit, too, where we see a shot of Taylor, she's taking out of the frame, pause a beat, he's doing it, and we see what they're doing to him. I love filmmaking like that, when it's just that pure moment when I'm supposed to be watching him and Julius's deviant, stupid behavior, but it's telling me more about the story. But it comes back to, is this Zaius that's taking her away? Is he afraid they're going to mate? Is that what is dictating this move to take her out of the cage?
I again go back to the question of why they were put back in the cell to begin with, why there are no other humans around, and then why they're forcibly, through this water hose, forced apart. Like, I honestly don't understand, even in the context of knowing the future minutes, just knowing these two, why they resumed this relationship, other than to kind of flesh out the relationship with Nova a little bit more, other than to kind of establish him being able to talk about more about his culture and where he came from. That's the only reason I can see them back together again in this moment.
All I know is that cuddling on the floor of the cage like that seems like, at this point, and Sean, I know you've talked about that you think there are weeks that have passed so that he could get better.
Well, I mean, from the deleted dialogue, he's talking about 4 weeks and stuff like that.
And without assuming the job that Richard does so well of looking into the future, there are moments where maybe that is addressed. And I did kind of see that, and we'll talk about that later. But his cuddling in that manner, is that not the cuddle of someone that has mated with them? It makes me think that in this time, when I saw that, I thought, oh, they've surely mated. They've surely done something.
Yeah.
Maybe,
You don't hold another person to you like that unless you've decided.
Maybe under the sweater over the bra.
That whole conversation right before that about calling her Nova and naming her and the being on the floor, that was all Afterglow. That was all Afterglow, right? I mean,
yes, but
I guess if I'm going to be having sex with you, I got to give you some sort of name.
well, no, but I just.
I'm sorry, I had such an ooh reaction at this moment. And I think we all did, but then as you throw that in, that just, I feel even dirtier.
So Julius shows up. She gets separated. He's spraying the hose on him. Taylor throws some insults at him. Take your hands off her, you filth, damn you, yada yada yada. And Julius actually yells back at him, "Shut up, you freak!"
Right? Yeah. Why is he so angry? Why does he call him a freak? Why is he so mad the fact that Taylor can talk?
But he's never been his friend at this point. Julius has always thought he was a freak, right?
Yeah, but I still don't understand why the anger. Because again, if a dog came up to me and started talking, I wouldn't be going, "You freak! You stop talking," and hosing it down and stuff.
But he's never heard a man speak. And after he says, "Shut up, you freak," he says, "I said shut up." I mean,
Well, and I think calling him a freak definitely also says this is what society would think of that. You would not be the person speaking. And I wondered if that's more he's threatened. Are we seeing the threat of the average person who on that street has seen him speak? They're all shocked. It's rippled throughout. Now Julius is calling him a freak. It's a reaction to it.
And then talking about this, we skipped another line that y'all would have loved. It's a madhouse. It's a madhouse.
wait, did we miss it? Did
Yeah.
we say it's a
That was-
madhouse?
It's right there with the "shut up, you freak." It's a
Yeah.
madhouse.
Oh yeah, he goes. So Julius says, "Shut up, you freak." I said, "Shut up," and then the final moment with the water hose. It's a madhouse, a madhouse. You know, I honestly thought he was saying, it's a man hose. I did. I thought, why is he saying it's a man hose? Because it is. It's a man hose. That's what you call
Right.
That's what you call the giant water hoses, right?
Yeah.
Man hoses.
Yeah, there you go.
And I thought he was just saying, no, it's a man hose. Like, I'm a man. That's a hose.
a
It's a
hose.
man
I'm a
hose.
man hose.
You
It's
should
a
know it's called a
man
man
hose.
hose. Hey, no, it's a madhouse. It's a madhouse.
After he gets finished being hosed down, he does the biggest, "I got to get the water out of my eyes"
Right.
gesture. I mean, the biggest. This
Now-
is, look at me getting water off
As
me.
much as I love that quote too, and going to Dallas Stars hockey games when it goes to overtime, they always play the "It's a Madhouse," and so I expected to find that on the AFI.
Do they really?
list.
This actually shows up? It's a
It's
madhouse.
not
It's
there.
a madhouse.
It's not there.
Really?
I thought it would be.
But no. But I mean, they actually played at hockey games.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
yeah.
Every time because it's a madhouse, things are going nuts. It's a
and
madhouse.
they
So
used that clip from. Oh, I didn't have. no
yeah,
idea.
I've seen it numerous times at hockey games for that. So to me, it almost permeates into cultural society as much as get your paws off
me,
me.
you damn
Stick your
dirty.
paws on me, damn dirty. Apes.
So I was shocked. It's not anywhere on the list. I even tried to find a lot of times with the AFI they'll release the pre-list. Here are the 500 before we chose 100. I couldn't even find that for the quotes. So I don't know.
Dear IMDb, or dear AFI, we
Yes.
need to talk to you about your quotes.
We are doing a podcast. We want you to add this because we like it. It's a madhouse.
Dun, 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 dun.
it's a man hose.
So at this point, I have a note here before we get to the Ookie comments because the Ookie comments are they're just waiting on us. But at 41 seconds in, he has been hosed.
Uh-huh.
His cage has been hosed. He's wiped his eyes emphatically.
Oh, get that water out.
Get the water out. But when it goes to the wide shot at 41 seconds in, there's not a bit of water anywhere. There's no water on the ground. He is barely wet. Nova has a little moisture on the top of her exposed
That oil
shoulders.
base.
Yeah, that oil base that glistens
Sweat, yeah.
beautifully. But there's no water on the ground.
They
None.
have efficient heating technology.
That is a
and-
magic ape technology
Yeah.
that we do not. We're not aware of. We don't
Well,
have
once
power.
again, their efficiency with hoses, they're able to make their water evaporate miraculously. They can hose you down and boop, gone.
Can you imagine what a nightmare that would have been on set to actually have like just
Wet.
we're going to hose down half of your set right now? I mean, they would have had to prepare for that, but still, it would have been a nightmare. I would have been like, I don't.
But at the same time, you've got a script supervisor whose job is to sit there and say, okay, shot 243
You were
AB
just wet.
17. We have just doused you with water. We need to have water on the ground. That's their job.
Yeah.
So somebody missed it. Somebody screwed up.
Yeah.
So fine. There's
Continuity
no water on the
errors
ground.
in this movie? No, that can't be.
No, never.
All right, so now we get to the humble brag part where he talks about how many
So-
women he loved, but
Yes.
he was
She's-
never in love.
She's in her cell. He's in his cell. Everybody has left. The guards have left at this point. Julius has left. There was a reason for separating them, right? They haven't quite
punishment,
agreed upon.
Right,
Water-based torture.
And
I
of
don't know.
course, he's kind of like gently kind of reaching back out to her again. Now I don't even have you.
Gross.
Imagine me needing someone.
Please stop.
I never did back on Earth.
oh.
There were women, lots
Of women.
love making, but no love for me.
Okay. So I'm
No
gonna
love
stop
for you, Dr. Jones.
So I'm going to stop you there and ask, was that a commentary of the times? Because The Summer of Love was 1967. The idea of free love, all these kind of things. Were they making a commentary that there was lots of love, but no love?
There was
lots of love making, no
but
love.
no love.
And they
Well,
carried
at
that,
least for
and they,
Taylor, who knows about anybody? He's just talking about himself.
and they
True.
carried that culturally forward.
Yeah,
Like this, obviously, this is in the future, right?
right.
And they carried that concept forward. The summer. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that in terms of like the summer of love.
Well, so when you write